Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Planetbase in our Mars Colony 2 series. I'm really happy with how this colony is doing. We're currently building a lab out here, a larger lab than the one we have, because we actually do need, as a commenter pointed out just a day or two ago, I think it was Isis Lady, thank you very much for keying me into a few things. You know, we're going to need some additional meat production going on. So that was kind of my thinking, in addition to being able to produce more medical supplies. Currently our only lab is here, this tiny little thing. So we're going to build a slightly larger one, and we're going to have more meat production going on in here. So we have all these veggies, we have all this vitro meat, we're starting to build up meals, which is what people actually eat. So that's going to be one of our next goals. In order to free up the burden on the colonists, which is something we're starting to get into territory with Planetbase where I haven't actually done things before. I have built a colony, oh that's cool, I have built a colony all the way up to 100 citizens. Not this one, but we're going to get there. But one thing I haven't really done is had a large population of bots, such that the actual citizens didn't have to work as much and weren't getting tired and hungry because they were getting sent around doing all this stuff, which is something you've seen in the past couple of episodes. When there's a huge number of items that need to be brought out to a trade ship, the whole colony stops to make sure everything's out there, and big queues build up at the door, and just it gets overwhelming very quickly. Here's a colony ship right now. Lab's been built. Very good. This connection should go up soon too. So the idea is that, you know, if I start building more bots, we should be in a better position to where that won't happen quite as much. Okay, we have a new guard, it looks like, and a new medic. God, I hate when they overlap like that. Clipping issues. Yeah, new guard. That's excellent. I was expecting there to be, you know, at least one guard in the incoming colony ships. So, here's what's going to happen with this series. We are within one episode. I think this is episode 13 that I'm recording right now. We're within one episode of matching the length of the Mars Colony 1 series. In terms of colony quality and size and complexity, we've already surpassed Mars Colony 1. I've spent more time with the colony on full speed. We're at 71 colonies now. Awesome. We passed the 70 mark. So I want to hit, let's look at the milestones again together. I want to hit 5 milestones. That's the requirement that you need to hit in order to unlock the next planet. I already have, of course, in my solo play, but in terms of the Let's Plays I've recorded, I want to unlock these 5 milestones. It's most likely going to be Century, maybe Robotization, that I reach as my 5th. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep playing this colony until I hit all 10, or until I die. One of the two. I would be satisfied with either outcome at this point, because this is a survival game, so you're trying to, you know, keep the colony going as long as you can. So that's the plan. What are we going to build in our new lab? Let's have a look. We need to have new vitro meat production happening. Tell you what, let's be a little ambitious and do 3 meat stations and 2 words come to me. Workbenches. Yes, those. That's where we'll build additional medical supplies. And I think, actually, one thing I will do is I might build well, at some point I might build another airlock, like right out here, so there's actually 2 entrances into this side of the base, which would be kind of cool. It'd be overkill, because there's a lot of airlocks in this area, but this is a really vital part of the base, in that there's eventually going to be stuff happening out this way as well. So for people to be able to move throughout this whole space in a maximally efficient way is preferable to me. So that's what we're going to go for. I'm so glad we have this massive storage built. That's going to be a huge help. Our power collectors are also doing really well. Our power grid is supporting the whole colony still. We'll have to keep a close eye on it as we continue to build new buildings. Also, another thing that I started to mention, maybe forgot to mention, about the... is this bot repair? Okay. So this one is currently building carrier bots, which is what I want. It's good. So one of the reasons I haven't really gone full scale into bot production yet is that I want to make sure I have enough metal being produced, and then enough metal going into the spare factories to where I'm producing enough spares, because that's my #1 priority. So there has to be enough metal overflow after I have a decent production of spares to produce more bots. There has to be. Otherwise, you know, the colony's not doing well. So, curses. I'm hearing a leaf blower outside. I had to wait to start recording this morning just on account of hearing the leaf blowers, and I thought I thought they had finished their work. So hopefully we'll get through this episode without too loud of a noise. I apologize in advance if it gets louder. You might not be able to hear it right now, but I can. I've generally noticed that outside noises as a result of this mic are kind of, whoa, that was close, are kind of noticeable. If I point them out, they're more noticeable. But I'm respectful of the sensitive ears of you guys watching, and I know that some of you are going to be able to pick up on it. So for those of you that can hear it, I apologize. Wow, 3 repairs going on at once there. That's why producing spares is important. That's why. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up our meat production here. All 3 different types of meat. Perfect. And there's some people coming to work. Or at least they're bringing... Yes, we have an overflow of medicinal plants, so people are bringing in more of that. How are we doing guards-wise? Let's have a look at our spread. We have 3 guards. Once we have 4... What are you? Are you a guard? Yes, you are. Is that our 4th guard? I think it is. Yeah, that's our 4th guard. Okay. How many guns do I have? I have 2. I need there to be more guns than that. Once there are 4 guns to match the guards, I'm going to build a spaceport, which is basically a large landing pad where larger colony ships can land and bring more colonists in, but also bring visitors in. And it also introduces interesting events, like ships will come by the colony that... that need assistance and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and build a radio antenna because I haven't done that yet. It seems like just kind of an important step. Let's see. Where should I build it? Wow, power storage is draining rapidly. Gotta keep an eye on this. I think I'll make it through the night, but as you can see, almost half my power collectors are over half my power collectors are gone. Oh wait, no, there's this one over here. All right, we're good. We are good. All right, radio station / antenna. Okay. Best place for one. Yeah, I could build one there because there's not really going to be anything else in that direction. Sure. Let's roll with that. It's relatively easy to access. You can leave from this airlock or leave from this airlock and drop off materials. So we're going to roll with that. Let's speed up time a little bit. Thankfully, when all the turbines are going relatively full speed, the power drops pretty slowly. How are we doing on spares? Are we building up spares? Or we're actually kind of losing spares, to be honest. That's what I don't like. I have all these mines. I had one person point out that, you know, I don't need to build so many mines because you know, you can have multiple workers in a mine at a time. Well, my idea with that is that yes, you can speed up the production of a mine by having multiple workers, but I have actually discovered that you can have a much faster production process by just going ahead and building more mines. That way, it's not just... It's kind of like having dual-core processors on a computer. Yeah, you can have a faster processor if you want, but what you really want is 2 processors running side by side. And so we've got a quad-core here. We've got a quintuple core, in fact. And that's the idea. It might be a little bit of overkill, but at least we're producing a lot of metal for all of our production needs. You guys have noticed, you know, in the series, one thing that never happened in Mars Colony 1, but it's a beautiful thing when it does happen, is... you know, resources are almost immediately available for new buildings. They just come right out, as opposed to having to wait for them, which is a big change from early planet-based construction. Whenever you're struggling to get your colony off the ground, you generally have to wait for metal to be produced. But now, see, this radio antenna is already ready to be built, and we're going to see someone come out and build it really soon. I thought that person was coming out right there, but they're not. Oh well. So as you can see, we just have staggering food production. We're up to 74 colonists. Alright, here comes a constructor bot. A lot of veggies. A lot of vitro meat. We have a lot extra. I mean, as soon as a trade ship lands, we're going to be able to sell a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. 3 new biologists in 1 ship. That's phenomenal. All right, so they're going to help us take care of our plant population. But they're also going to eat more. So that's something we'll have to pay attention to. All right, so the radio antenna has been built. Now I need to build a radio control station, I believe. And it looks like I might not have room for one. Crap. Looks like it might be time to build a second security control center, whatever. That thing. Well, why not have it out here? Tell you what, let's make it a large control center. Have room for lots of stuff. Okay. So that's going to require 4 metal and 4 bioplastic. And then 1 of each of those for the connection as well. This is not a huge drain on my power. Actually, it kind of is relative to other structures, so that will be interesting to see. But right now, you don't see any of the power holders blinking, but you will momentarily. Power collector, excuse me, not power holder. All right, so see, they've already brought out all of the biostarch, bioplastic. We just need 4 more metal. See, this is what I was talking about a moment ago when I mentioned that commenter who said, you know, maybe some more bots would be good so that, you know, the work was taken off the colonists. This many people shouldn't be sleepy. But because I've got so many people running around and doing stuff all the time rather than just letting the colony run, people are getting tired, they're getting sleepy, they're getting hungry, all kinds of things. So, man, another colony ship. There are no trade ships landing. Did I turn off trade ships somehow? No? Alright, looks like we have an engineer. I didn't turn off trade ships. Oh, look at that. We have a ton of spares now. 13 spares. That's good news. Did I build a new spares workshop? Yes, I did. I definitely did. There are 4 spares workshops going concurrently in the colony. So that's why you saw so many spares pop up at once. Well, that's good news. That means I can feel a bit more comfortable about maybe building a second bot workshop. Let's try it. Okay, an actual trade ship. Thank you. Now, this is where we're going to wear the colonists out, because there's a lot of stuff to sell. Assuming this guy has a lot of money. Okay, there's GM onion data, genetically modified onions. We could go ahead and get that if we wanted. I'm kind of tempted to save money for one of the buildings, though, because I'm really happy with our food production right now, so I'm going to wait on that. So what we'll do is sell most of our excess food. Huh. Oh, he doesn't have enough room. Okay, I was really confused as to what was happening. All right, so there we go. Okay, there we go. That just kind of took some off the top, food and meat-wise. We got some additional credits, which when someone comes with a patent, like for instance, the largest wind turbine, which would be handy, we can go ahead and buy that. Because right now we have 2 of the largest non-massive wind turbines, but there's actually a massive wind turbine, just like there's this massive solar panel that we've already built. So, okay. As you can see, people are bringing these materials out right now. A lot of business going on. Bot workshop has been built. Excellent. All right, so this one I want to build constructor bots. And then we also have the option of having driller bots, which is another tech that we can purchase from traders. All right, so we're waiting on 1 more piece of metal. Time is still sped up. We're at 78 colonists. This colony has far surpassed Mars Colony 1. I'm very happy with this. And we're close to actually hitting the 5 milestone mark, possibly in this episode if we're lucky. We'll see. It would require some bots to be produced. I'm not sure where we are bots-wise, but new control centers going up so we can make use of our radio antenna. All right. Radio console. All right, I'm also going to have another security console go up. And let's do another armory, just for kicks. We're doing well on spares. We're up to 15 spares now. So this is good news. Now what I'm actually going to have to start keeping my eye on is whether we are still producing enough ore to where there's at least a number that's consistently here. We want it to either be going up or we want it to be static around where it is right now. We don't want it to be slowly going down because that means we're producing goods faster than we are pumping in materials to produce them. Now we have 5 mines going, so you'd hope that wouldn't happen, but there it is nonetheless. Alright, so we're almost done with the new stuff in here, and the radio console is ready to be manned. Solar panels are being repaired with new spare parts. Colony is doing so well. Okay. So we need to build a starport. Interesting. Starport's really just a large landing pad, but it's not like the other buildings in the game where you can just mouse wheel up or mouse wheel down to change the size of the building. Okay, here's a trade ship. What have you got? Is this the farm dome patent? Well, we need a gun. We do need a gun. There's also a carrier bot on board here. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could buy right now. I'm going to go ahead and go for the farm dome. Just because... Well, no. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't need that yet. I'm happy with my food production. So we're going to go with the gun and the bot. And we're going to sell a bunch of our extra stuff here to get it. Or no, we're not. Because he doesn't have room. So how's this going to work? Looks like we might need to balance it out with credits, perhaps? Or sell something of more value, like these semiconductors. That's what I'll do. Alright, I can balance the difference out with credits here. Alright, sold a little bit of starch. Sold some semiconductors. Well, sold a lot of starch, actually. I think we're ready. We need the additional guns, so we're waiting on that. Don't I have gun construction happening anywhere? Yeah, I have 2 arms workshops here. But they're waiting on metal. Alright, so I need to wait until there's at least 4 guns, 1 for every guard, before I start letting visitors in. I'm just being super cautious with that. Alright, power-wise, we're still surviving the night. I have 1 full collector and the sun is rising here, so it's draining quickly. Yeah, see, power storage is low. Percentage-wise. That's interesting. That shows you how much power storage we have. When a large power collector is just starting to empty out and we have over 10,000 power in storage and it says power storage is low. 10,000 is a small percentage of our power storage collection. So just waiting on a bit more starch. We still have... Oh, sandstorm imminent. Well, that's not good. Trade ship's going to have to wait this one out. We're actually losing power right now because of the darkness of the sandstorm has blotted out the sun, unfortunately. Looks like it's already going away, though, which is good. Good. Okay. constructor bot taking another spare out here. Yeah, that wind turbine definitely needed some repair. So we're doing pretty well on spares. We have 6 bots altogether, so we need to reach 10 in order to get one of the next milestones. So it's not going to happen this episode, but it's probably going to happen the next one, I would guess. All right, we have 3 guns now. That's good, because we just bought one, I believe. All right, good. And both weapons workshops have the metal that they need. So I'm going to slow down time. Oh, wait, there's some colonists. Let's see who's arrived before we cut the episode. This might be our 80th colonists. Yep. New engineer, Diego Hoffman, and Sirius Warner. That's a cool biologist name. That's colonist number 79 and colonist number 80. Pretty cool. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes of Planetbase Mars Colony 2 every day at 6 p.m. EST. That's GMT -5 for those of you not in the States. And if it's not going to be Planetbase, it'll be something else, sci-fi, simulation, or survival related in that vein. Those of you who've been on the channel for a while know what I'm talking about. But anyway, comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think in the box below. And I'll see you next video.